Hello and welcome to another video from Greer's Great Aussie Adventures. I'm Ray, the blind traveller. This is
Emily.
She's the wife, and the daughter
Isabel.
And this is our little bully Zeus. We've been travelling Australia since 2018 now, and we've decided that we want to share our adventures with you guys. So sit back, relax, grab a pen and paper and plan that next holiday. So g'day guys, welcome back to another video. This video I'm just going to sort of do a build video and a go over on the van that we use. It's a 2008 Jayco Expanda Outback, obviously, but barely. Now we got this in 2016. We used it from 2016 till last year as it was, and then we used the COVID lockdown time because it wasn't self-contained at the time. It didn't have a shower and toilet, that sort of stuff, and we just didn't like how restricted we were as to where we could go. So we used COVID to completely strip it back to the bare four walls and rebuild the whole thing to exactly what we wanted. We were going to sell it and buy a bigger van, but yeah, no, we don't like even though they're big, they're still pokey inside. And I didn't want to be towing a big van height wise, length wise. I don't see the point when this is 23 foot when it's expanded anyway. So all right, we'll go over the outside first, then we'll go into inside, and then I'll go over the power system that we have. So as I said, 2008 Expanda Outback. On the front, I just got a HRD toolbox there that we got from Total Tools on the front. The left third portion of it houses the Truma hot water system. I had to make a windshield just here, I think because it's in that cavity. We're having a drama when we had big gusts of wind. And then it's just the water tank breathers there at the top. 2 4-kilo gas bottles. We just use 4s because we only use them for the hot water system and the stove. And the other third of the box is leads, hoses, leveling ramps, chocks, just that sort of stuff. The end flies are new. We got them in 2019. We got new flies because the old ones, all the fly screen was stuck when we got the van. I've got these PVC tubes on each end. They just house the flies. It's like storm flies that you can put on, but we don't use them. I have put 2 poly pipes under here. Front one houses 4 lengths of grey water pipe. This one houses the poles for the storm covers. They just go on an angle up. Tunnel boot, not much in there. Em just keeps her Christmas decorations. Caravan jack, diesel heater, that sort of stuff's in there. There's another little storage box here that had the factory Jayco slide out barbecue thing. We just keep slippers, laundry liquid, toilet chemical. Basically just a little handy box there. It's also accessible from inside, you'll see that. Carefree awning. We put a new drum and cover on this about 3 months ago. The old one was starting to delaminate, so just thought we'd throw a new one on. The new I'm not sure what brand this is, the step. It's just a spring-loaded fold-in step. We got it from New Age Caravans in Townsville. A lot better than the old one you used to have to take on and off all the time. Got 3 external 12-volt ports, external 240. 2 fold-down tables. The 2 is really handy. We sit our gas cooker on one, and we can use the other one as a table. Saves setting up our big camp table. Cassette door, just a Dometic cassette door. Once again, another expander end. The rear bar is custom. Me and a mate knocked it up because I wanted the spare and that on the back, and just good, nice, big, heavy steel rear bar with both on swingaways, so nothing's in the way. Obviously, laundry area. Just a twin tub companion washing machine. I've put a tap under the back so it's permanently plumbed in, and the 240 socket so it plugs in and just runs off the inverter. Bunnings clothesline, That used to be the what's it called, aerial pole, but we run smart TVs now. We have just get sick of no TV reception, where a smart TV always got signal. So now that's just utilised for the toilet breather. The new Dometic cassette toilet we got actually has an external breather, so it runs up the top there. The old fridge vents, they're all blanked off. The old water tank fillers, they're all null and void now. Aircon vent, null and void now, because we've got a roof mounted aircon. As for underneath, I'll see what we can see under there. We run two 82 litre water tanks and a 110. They're both filled individually here. And then this is my mains connection. So through a pressure regulator, just clips on. We run a 3.8 litre a minute. What brand of pump is it? Seaflow pump. They're nice and quiet. We had a 9 litre a minute, but we just sort of cut it right down. Uses a lot less water that way. Just figure the less water we can use, the longer we can stay in beautiful places like this. Suspension wise, just leaf sprung. Single shocks each side and dual 10-inch electric brakes. Basically, I think that pretty well sums up the outside. Like I said, the tank fillers are null and void now because I fill them through a hose connector underneath. Because obviously, pretty well everything you see on this is custom made. I haven't really used anything Jayco gave. Alright, we'll go inside and I'll take you through everything in there that we done, everything we use. Oh, just on the side there you would have seen, that's just the diesel heater, diesel tank. Alright, we'll go inside and have a look. Before we go inside, I'll just get Em to chuck some before photos in of how the van used to look, so we'll just put that in now. Righto, so as you can see, we ran a 90 litre two-way fridge. It was just off the net, it wasn't a good one. The 3-burner Smev cooktop and grill, and we had the Heron 2.2 split system aircon, which wasn't very effective in the Expander. So that was before, and let's go and have a look at now. So what we might start is, we'll start with what we did everything out of. The overhead cupboards at each end are just 9mm marine ply. All the rest of the cupboards are all 12mm marine ply. Bench tops are 15mm marine ply. All the walls, when we had it completely stripped, all the walls are 0.5 aluminium sheeting that we had all the sheets, I think it was 5 sheets all up. Had them all powder coated in this gloss white, and then bonded them all to the walls before we started. And same as the floor, while all the cupboards were up, we just went into a lino shop and picked out the lino she wanted and did all that before we started anything. If you want to see any of the progress photos of when we built it, if you look back on our Instagram and Facebook, back when we were building it, Em was putting up photos all the time of progress of when it was stripped and different stages of the build. Just if you want to flash back there and have a squiz, go for it. Everything in it, pretty well everything you can see, we made. There's no templates pre-brought, cupboards, nothing. We made everything from scratch. We just went to Bunnings, brought a heap of sheet supply. We did the whole lot in a mate's backyard, thanks to Megan D Park, legends, for letting us do it there. We had to buy circular saws, jigsaws, planes. We had to buy everything to sort of do it, and quick shades. Just set up and smash out. I had to teach Em how to use it all. I'm no chippy. I'm I've never really done timber work. Em's never done any of it. So basically the whole lot, we just wung it. So be nice if you see any imperfections in anything. All the timber work is Caravan 2-pack automotive paint. Same color as the Jeep. And then we just used a good epoxy primer to seal the wood before we did the 2-pack on it. Bench tops are 3mm aluminium bent around the timber and powder coated black. So, you know, if Em ever wants to change colors, we can literally peel that off, get it repowder coated, and they're done, you know. Beds are still as the expander, so that's still the standard king. And then the other end we converted to a king single instead of the queen. You'll see that when we get down there. As for cupboard latches, this might be the easiest one to show you. Everything's from Bunnings, so they're just like your cupboard latches, standard cupboard door handles. But they all hold up well. Nothing's come open while we're driving. We were going to go with Caravan door handles, but we wanted to keep more of that homely feel than that Caravan look. So we might start at this end. So overhead cupboard is our wardrobe. So right's mine, left's Em's. 2 Sirocco fans. Everyone knows about Siroccos. They're incredible. Great on power, very quiet. Underneath, we've just got 2 12-volt downlights, just switched in the middle, just for sort of a bit of dull lighting at night. So in bed from my side here, we've got the Truma hot water switch. I put it there because we always forget to turn it off, whereas I can flick it off. And diesel heater remote, nice and handy there. Table, it's the Dometic, I think it's like a 3-in-1, so it can move all ways, up and down as well. We don't know what we're going to do for covering yet. We were going to laminate it, but at present that's just that clear plastic sheeting from Bunnings, and we just sit whatever state we're in on there underneath the plastic, and we can sort of, it's always there visible. This dinette is the one that I said, the cupboard from outside, so we can access it under that seat as well. And then we just got one of the diesel heater outlets here. The other diesel heater outlet is beside our bed. It's unfinished. I've got to get some flashing and sort of closing that corner so it blows in there. We haven't been to a Bunnings or anything. We're still a long way from any of that. Under this dinette is all our power system and the Xbox. See, the Xbox is just flush mounted there. I'll go into that at the end, the power. On our switch panel, just 2 40-volt USBs, battery monitor. I went with the PowerTech. It's just a lot simpler to use. You don't have to sit there scrolling through anything. It's just all displayed on the screen. Inverter switch, that's the amp meter for our solar. I just put an external amp meter just on the solar alone, so I could see what it was putting in at all times without having to look at anything. Our main switch, so that goes through a relay, turns the whole van on and off. And then the TV, I'll get into that after we go through everything else. And just a light for our water pump, because it's just really forgetful and we always forget to turn it off, whereas when the pump's on, that light's on. So if we go to bed and when the light's on, then we know, shit, we've left the pump on. Pull out rubbish bins, and wanted them. Always wanted to pull out bins, and just to pull out spice rack this side with our sauces and spreads and that sort of stuff. Other than that, we just got normal cupboards. I went with all flush mount, knife, fork, drawer, cutlery, that sort of stuff. It's the Dometic sink, so 3 gas burner and sink. We did replace the faucet. It was a really low, it was sort of really low because it was designed to go under the glass lid, but we didn't want the glass lid anyway, so we went with a lot bigger household faucet on there. And wanted a red acrylic splashback, so she got them. And over the other side is same thing, nice splashback with our switches, so mains lights, 2 outside lights and water pump, and the aircon remote. I think that sort of sums up down this end. The blinds are just the roll down blinds from Bunnings, and the standard wind out Chemic windows. We were going to change to the Dometic windows, but we heard too many people saying that they move in the wind, you got to put them down, and the pull up, pull down fly screens, bugs still get in, and so I think we'll just stay with them. We are going to go to the bigger ones. That's why the blind is so high. Go to the next ones up, and they open out further as well. All right, so we'll go down to this end of the van now. We went with a 200 litre Bushman two-way fridge. I don't like gas fridges, never have. We pulled the gas fridge out of this van as soon as we got it. So that's all vented through the top here, and through the back of this cupboard I've got all vents as well. That's been incredible. It's really good on power. It's never struggled temperature wise, and that's, you know, we've been 40 degrees and yeah, no complaints at all. Shower, it's a Flare shower from Flare Showers in, I think it's in the Gold Coast or Brizzy. I think that's the biggest they did. It's actually a household shower, and we just got it cut down height wise. I think it's 850 by 950 internal measurements, so it's bloody huge, especially for a caravan. And the shower door, I just made the whole thing from scratch. This is waffle paneling from Bunnings, and then powder coated channel. I made a frame and then hinged it. So the shower door, when you're getting in the shower, as you see, becomes bathroom door for all your privacy. And then as you get in the shower, simply close the door and away you go. Toilet wise, it's a Dometic cassette toilet. Like I said, it's the new, I think it came out last year. It's got an external vent, so it's really good odor wise. A little bit of a toilet cupboard here just for your dunny paper and that. Am's toiletries cupboard, and Isabel's wardrobe. For Isabel's room, she has her own door, so I just put a sliding door on there so she's got a bit of privacy just for herself as she grows up, and you know, if anyone's in the bathroom, so on. But we wanted to make it in here so she had her own little room to herself. So in here she's got her own TV. That's the Kogan 24-inch smart TV, and I also put a HDMI down here, so that TV can link to the Xbox as well, so she can chill out down here, play an Xbox, doing what she wants. She got her own Sirocco, a couple of 12-volt outlets up here, light, and there's also a 240 power point over this side. So she got her little fairy lights and got her own little space in here. But so that's basically everything that we live with. Like I said, we've got a lot of room. I don't know if you can sort of see that in the video, how much room's actually in here. But like I said, we made everything. I think we might move on to the TV, because as you can see, we don't have a TV in here. I'll show you thing. The TV's actually on a TV lifter that sits down in here. There is a board that sits over this, but it's not on there because I was about to lift it. The TV lifter I made myself. It's just out of a 12-volt actuator I got off the net, and then drawer slides from Bunnings and a bit of timber. So that's what this switch here I said before about the TV. So the TV just lifts. So TV comes up. I don't know if you can see much of the TV lift there, not really. But that's a 43-inch Samsung smart TV. I do not rate it at all. As far as I'm concerned, it's junk. It's internet connectivity, it's voice control, everything. Before this we had a 40-inch Kogan, and we got rid of it thinking the Samsung was going to be superior, but the Kogan was actually better, so we're getting rid of this and going back to a Kogan. Obviously it's not 12 volt, it just runs through the inverter. It draws about 9 amps, so we don't worry about that. And with the TV, Isabel's TV, and the Xbox on, like she's playing Xbox, we'll be pulling about 15, so not too bad. That is also on a wall mount bracket, so it can pull right out, and we can lay in bed watching telly. You can face it this way, you can do whatever you want basically. it's just, yeah, being blind, I can't, those little TVs, I can't see them, so I thought I at least want something I can see, because it's amazing how many days that you just want to chill out and watch some telly. Alright, so I think that's most of the stuff. Aircon, forgot about the aircon. This is the Dometic Harrier Plus. We pretty well asked for the biggest cassette, like roof aircon we could get. Being an expander, it took a lot. The old aircon that was in it was useless. This thing's incredible. It cools the van down from hot to cold in bloody 10-15 minutes, and does the same on heating side of it as well. It is big. It's on the roof. It's a bloody big unit, but it works. That's really all we wanted, something that actually worked. Just realised I didn't show you in the shower. So in the shower, M wanted all black fixtures. So the shower is actually on a slide. So when the roof goes down, the shower head just slides down. When we pull up to camp, the shower head slides up. So plenty of room. Like I'm 6'2", 6'3", you know, around there. And I don't struggle for room at all. Washing feet, I'm not small, I'm bloody big. And we just got 2 exhaust fan vents. They're just from Jayco. I forget what brand they are. They're just the ones Jayco sell. But all right, I think what we'll do now, we might go dive in here, and I'll just show you power system we run. Well, what you can see, a lot of it's hidden, but we'll just dive in there and have a look. So I just dropped the table. It's a bit hard to do one-handed, but it's simply just push a button on the floor, push it down, latches into place. On the back, that panel there comes out in case I ever need to get a TV lifter, the HDMI junction box, just a lot of the wiring's in there. Sorry about that. Alright, so this is my power box. Everything in here, once again, I made. The flush mount Xbox system. Over this side here, we've got a 2-way switch. So at present, it's up on inverter side. Down on the bottom is main side. Power points. 200 amp hour Enerdrive lithium battery. That's been unreal. Yeah, incredible. Can't talk highly enough of that. Underneath my panel, I don't actually think you can see under there, is the AC DC 40 and by Enerdrive, and the DC DC 40 Plus by Enerdrive, and the 600 watt pure sine inverter. We have, yeah, I think I said it before, we have no affiliation with Enerdrive, but yeah, I just can't rate their stuff any higher. It has been incredible. We've converted, like I said, the car and this to Enerdrive, and yeah, awesome. But yeah, just I can't speak highly enough. So 12 volt panel I made, everything's on its own breakers that needs breakers. Everything's fused, all run through buzz bars. All's to work on any of this or work on the charges underneath it. I know it looks like a nightmare, but it's not. I can simply unplug Anderson plugs and this whole panel will lift out, and I can get it all the charges and breakers underneath. It's just very compact. I wanted to keep it all in this one little area, and yeah, it's worked a treat. So I know it looks like a mess in there, but the main thing is I know what's in there and I know how everything's done. Solar wise, we have 4 Enerdrive 180 watt panels on the roof. Most days down here at present, down south in winter, I don't know why, but it's really shit solar. We'll only put in, 25-30 amps on a good day. Up north, we're putting in 38-40, sometimes up to 42. But we're at full charge by mid-morning, close to lunch, like mid-morning every day. And like I said, that's running TV, Xbox, washing machine, like everything's off the inverter all night. If you're thinking about what I've got on the roof, and yes, it is only a pop top, I upgraded the gas struts straight away, pretty well had to. And we made a big aluminium frame that sits on the roof that houses the air conditioner and all the solar panels. It actually goes 2 frames that pretty well covers the whole roof in a big alley frame. I think that's sort of everything.
Yep, I think that's it.
I think that's it. If I've forgotten anything, I will try and get back to it in another video, because I don't know, you just forget things on the fly. That's just our Optus Wi-Fi dongle thing. It's been really good. We've obviously struggled sometimes for signal, but places like this at, where are we again? Flintstone Beach. With Optus, our Optus has better signal than Telstra, so you know, it does pay to carry both. You will have people say, oh, you need Telstra, you need Telstra. Well, that's just a crock. So carry both if you're hitting the road, because there is quite a few times where Optus has been way better. So, but I think that's pretty well everything. If you want to know anything about how we made stuff, or if you've seen something that I've forgotten to talk about, or if you just want to know something about any of our gear, just shoot us a message or leave it in the comments below. I might just go outside and see if I can show you a pic of up on the roof. But we'll just put that table back up. So just underneath there's one button, and table comes back up. So it's just bang, drops to a bed. So sometimes we'll drop that and we can sleep that way then, and obviously then it's a huge bed. But yeah, so hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you like our van. We love it. We wouldn't change it. And in case you're thinking and looking at everything in here, yes, it did cost more than buying another van. A lot more.
But it was worth it.
It was worth it. We could not find a van that had what we wanted. Basically,
with this much space.
With this much space. So we've had 4 people in our kitchen standing around talking, and it's not squishy at all. And we just couldn't find that in a van, and because we live in it full time, we wanted something small. We didn't want to go to a 22, 23 foot van like, you know, everyone else has got. And yeah, so we decided to spend the extra money, a lot extra money.
And build exactly what we want.
Yeah, and build exactly what we want. Like, custom's always better. If you can do it yourself, even better. It mightn't be as pretty if you do it yourself, but I can tell you where every single screw, every single wire, every single pipe in this van goes, what it does.
Yeah.
And at least if something goes wrong somewhere, it can be fixed instantly without having to take it to someone. But yeah, so don't be scared to have a go. If you're thinking about it, just do it. Just once you've stripped the van, then you have to do it. So right, I'll go outside and see if I can get some footage of up on the roof for you. I think it's pretty sunny out there, but we're going to have a look. I don't know if you're going to be able to see up there. Hopefully you can see it. But yeah, so that's our little expander. Like I said, any questions, any comments, just throw it down below. And we can go into more depth about anything else or anything you want. So I hope you enjoyed, and keep an eye out for our next travel video. I'm pretty sure it'll be coming out within the next day or so, I'm pretty sure. Might be in trouble now, but we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our videos.